Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays! It's a Christmas miracle! We got mods today! Not a whole bunch of them, but we still got 7. All platforms got 5 new, including a toy tractor and 2 maps, and we also have 2 updates for you guys. As always, timestamps are linked down below. Let's jump right in. Here's your mod list. We got the wooden tractor set, Göweil Vario Master Gold Edition 2025, Göweil G1 F125 Silver Edition 2025, Elmcreek, and Klattenhof, which has 41 required mods. So let's start off our Christmas mods today with the wooden tractor set from Chris S. and Riley S. What they've done is they have taken the tractor that you could build at the toy maker in the game, and they made it a drivable tractor. Oh yeah, and if you're curious how I got stuff in the store, I'm actually on the new Elmcreek map that came out today. We're going to talk about that after the first 3 mods. So you can fast forward to that if you'd like to, but you want to see this. So we have some different engines. You got a 20 horsepower, 45, 116, 350, and a 700 horsepower. Additionally, this is an electric tractor that goes 200 miles an hour. Oh boy, I forgot Chris and Riley made this. Will Brands, you got your lizard set here, which is the wooden set, but you can also add some real tires to it if you would like. We are not. We're going to keep those wooden wheels. Oh yeah, there's some spikes on here too. I hear talk that Riley thought those were cool. Oh yeah, they're very cool. We have some either wooden lights or functional lights. We're just going to keep those wooden for now. Working lights, you've got those as well. A little bit of like a flashlight. Is that a flashlight? That's definitely a flashlight. Yeah, we're adding that. There's also one that's been added to the back, and it's literally just a flashlight sitting there. Yep, both of those. I've always wanted a flashlight. That's so cool. Hey, beacon lights. You've got a rotating beacon on there. You got a blinky beacon or no beacon. We'll go with none. Exhaust shape. You've got the either standard or realistic. We'll stick with the standard. Tractor triangle. Flip it around towards back so you can see that. Yes or no. I think a yes, right? Branding. So you've got the AGCO. Is all of this written in marker? That's fantastic. Kloss, Deutz, Fendt, Fiat, JCB, John Deere, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Valtra, or Nada. I don't know what to put on here. Do we make this a John Deere? Do we paint it up? I think we paint it up. Yeah, let's do it. Additional mass, you've also got a little bit of extra weight, so 3,000 kgs. That's going to help out going super duper fast. We're not going to add that. Let's see. In here, let's find ourselves a John Deere green color. There it is. Fenders, these are going to be green as well. Boom. Just like so. Frame, I guess that's going to be green too, huh? Yep, there's that. Engine, I think like a Onyx Black. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The grill, I don't know what they are on a John Deere, so we're just going to make them black. And then the steering wheel, now this one I think we can make yellow. Ah, yeah. The seat will do the exact same thing with it. Metal? Ooh, what is the metal on here? Yeah, that's yellow. Air filter, let's see, what do we make that? Yeah, yellow, why not? Exhaust, that looks weird as yellow. We'll make it black. There it is. Pedals, gosh, what are the colors on here? Goodness gracious, you got pedals, steps on the side as well. Like everything. I'm just waiting for like the color options, but for the rims, but we just haven't gotten there yet. Finally. Oh boy. That took forever. But wait, there's more. We also have a bale trailer right here as well, which will load up bales, like legitimately, which is very cool. Again, this one also has wheel brand options, but you can also go with the regular ones if you would like. We've got also regular tires too, which is cool. We'll stick with that. Wood or functional lights. You've also got the reflectors on there. You've also got a tractor triangle. We'll throw that on there. Tension belt support. Yep, you could do that. And then you also have all of your color options here too. Let's see if I can make this a little John Deere. And here it is. An absolutely ridiculous tractor. Oh, it spins so much. I can't get any grip. Oh, that's great. I think it is just rear wheel drive. Let's see. Let's find something to push against. Here we go. Yep, just rear wheel drive, so we can actually get a good drift out of this. Let's see. Hit it and then drift. Oh, if only Farm Sim had better physics, we could actually drift this. You definitely want to go with some extra weight, but yay! All right, got it. Let's see. Can we hit that magical 200 miles an hour? There we go. There's 100. 110. Oh, it's slowing down a little bit. We got some, oh no. About 130, 140. Yeah, 140 by the end. And then it yeets off into existence. Oh, that is way too fun. I think if you're going for something like this, if you're not using like the 20 horsepower engine, you definitely need to add that extra 3,000 kgs of weight. Otherwise, it is very, very unstable. But it's a lot of fun. What is this? Look at that. Oh, man. We got some cool traffic on this map. So with a lower horsepower range here, I think this is like a 35. A whole lot easier to manage with this one. Definitely still a lot of fun though. Oh, that's great. We do have some animations, which is pretty cool. We could fold in and out the steps on the back and the front. We do have those straps in the back because we added those to it. I don't see anything having to do with like auto load or anything like that, but it is still pretty neat. It's like, who would have thought to put this in there? No one thinks to put this in the game. Chris and Riley did, though, and I'm glad they did. Next is our Göweil Vario Master Gold Edition 2025. So this is the regular Göweil Vario Master with the anniversary gold design, inspired by the 25-year company anniversary model in real life. As far as what you need to know in Farming Simulator, though, well, it makes round bales, 125 and 150 centimeter round bales. You dump all of your bulk crop in the back, and in the front, it will wrap your bale and then drop it. 20,000 liter capacity for bulk goods. 120 horsepower is required, so you will have to have this hooked up to a tractor or something with 120 horsepower PTO. And then you've got your wrapper design with an on-end turner. I highly recommend that. And then you've also got the bell wrap, of course, just like any other wrapper. And then we have the film binding back there too. And of course, silage additive. Always recommend that for silage. Otherwise, this functions identically to the one in the base game. Now, that's not the only modded Göweil we got today, because we also got the G1 F125 SilverEdition 2025. This one is also from the same modder, so keep an eye out for that one. You do have a silver paint job here. Normally that is yellow, but it is silver on this one. And it is also to celebrate things. It is to celebrate 10 years of this specific model, the G1. Kind of cool. But what about the game? What does it do in the game? Well, you can hold 14 rolls of stuff on here. You got 160 horsepower, 10 mile per hour max working speed, 125 centimeter round bales can be made and wrapped with the bell in turner, yes or no. Wheel brands, you got a Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein sets on there. You can do your bell wrap, your bell net, and then your silage additive. Again, functions identically to the one in the base game. However, it is a modded version, the Silver Edition. I think these are pretty special, so if you like special editions like I do, check this out. And now we get into the map, Elmcreek, and I had to start out here because the modder, Zero Oito, O-I-T-O, I still don't know how to say their name. They have added all kinds of cool stuff. This part is down here at the very, very bottom, and the whole PDA looks like it's on a tablet. Look at that. Even the camera on the tablet's got a 3x zoom. Pretty neat. So this is not exactly like Elmcreek. This is kind of an imagination of it, a reimagination of it. For example, you've got things that have been added all around. You've got like little trucking depot down here. There are new vehicles on the road, like this guy, which I believe is an autonomous crate carrier. Yeah, there you go. Container carrier. This is your main farm right here. We've got a rice field. Actually, do we have two rice fields on the main farm? Kind of neat. We do have our barn here, but it is not the barn from 22. It is the one from 25. So kind of modernized there a little bit. Doesn't dip down as far in the back. We still get a wheat field to start off with, but you do have your rice. We also have a fence that goes all the way around the main farm. Decorations are slightly different. The house is the one from 25 as well. And then you've got all the other bits and bobs too. That's going to be right here. Now, if we take a look, crop types, there is nothing new there. Farmland, though, we own each of these independently. So each of those can be purchased separately, but that is what we start with in new farmer mode. So just a heads up there. But we do have the decorations all around. I kind of wanted to show you guys these. This is in a little bit of a different spot. It kind of takes up a different area here. But look at that. This is the warehouse from Elmcreek. Not Elmcreek. Goodness. Silver Run. No, not Silver Run. What's the one in the base game? Riverbend. Yeah. But you've got all the extra little bits and bobs around. It actually feels like a place, which is very neat. But I think my favorite has to be the shop. So this is the shop. This is the shop from 25. So they've taken that. You've also got where you work on your vehicles, but there's equipment everywhere. I mean, right through here, you've got a truck. Listen, it sounds, it's got a sound to it. All kinds of sounds all the way around. I just think that's neat. I think that's very cool. Not only that, if we jump into the store, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but we've got stuff in the store. Let me move my mouse out of the way. Look at this. The store's full of stuff, so it actually feels like you're inside of a store. I think this is very cool. They've gone above and beyond in the details that I think matter to, you know, a lot of players. Uh-oh. My game just froze. Well, that's not good. There we go. All right, we're out. That happens in Farm Sim sometimes. I don't think it's mod dependent. I think it's just a thing that happens. Here's your BGA. This has been, well, I say changed up, but it looks pretty similar to the BGA we had in 22, although it has been modified a little bit. Taking a look at the outside of the map as well. Check this out. You've got the city out there. So that's kind of neat. That's definitely not something. It doesn't feel like it's out in the middle of nowhere. It feels like you could go out there because you've got your lines that just go all the way out. Speaking of, traffic's out there as well. I don't know if you can see this. Uh-oh, where's that? Where'd he go? Oh, he disappeared. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, but if I zoom in, it goes away. Creepy. All right, well, that is what it is. I don't really know what else to talk about the map. It's got little things. You're going to find a lot of stuff. The more and more you play on it, the more and more you kind of sneaky peek and be like, oh, that's a cool thing. That's a neat thing. If you liked Elmcreek in 22, but maybe you want to see a reimagining of it and maybe less copy-paste, I think this is the one for you. Oh, we don't normally get to see trains because I just don't show them off in the game very much, but here's your train if you wanted to see it. Very nice. And I should also mention they've done all of this with 0 required mods. Just like their name, 0. There's 0 required mods. So then here's one more look at your PDA. Let's jump down to our crop calendar and you can see what happens and when. Looks pretty basic. No animals as you would expect. Here are your contracts. We have some pretty good contracts if I do say so myself. No productions owned, but we do have a lot of them. Looks like all the base game productions are in there. Fantastic. And if we pop around and take a look at equipment, we actually get a decent chunk of equipment as well. I mean, you even got a semi truck in there, which is very cool. You can ignore the wooden tractor from today. Yeah, that one's mine. And your last new one is the map Klattenhof. This is a German map and it has 41 required mods. I don't remember if I've ever seen so many required mods before on a map. This has 64 fields and meadows, 4 mixed forestry areas. You got 6 farms total on the map, 1 BGA contracting company. There's also 6 selling points. There are custom-made decorative objects, but I'd believe it when I see it with 41 required mods. They've also got an adjusted planting and harvesting calendar, which we will take a look at. 10 new paintable ground textures. German license plates are on the cars, so that's cool. 23 collectibles on the map. Not 25, not 20, 23. They also say there is a well-developed helper network. However, to get that to work right, you have to turn off the traffic. So I don't think it's well developed at all. Also, the road network is purchasable, so you can pretend to plow up the snow without having any issues. Also, all farms can be demolished because of those 41 required mods. And also, it says Highlands and Fishing DLC ready. Highlands and Fishing is not the title of the DLC, but we'll talk about that. As you can see by the tone of my voice, the 41 required mods have already put me off on this map, so very unexcited to say the least. We have a couple of new crops, flowering catch crop, mustard, vetch and green rye on here. Taking a look at the farmlands that we own, we do have a decent chunk. So you got 32 right here, so that's pretty nice. Main farm of 72 there, and then we've got 13 and 14 just up to the north of that. Oh, and farmland number 5 over here as well. It's kind of hiding. Taking a look at the crop calendar so you can get an idea of what to expect with that. Definitely changed up a little bit. We do have a cow barn, so that's that, but there are no cows in it. Here are your contracts. If we jump over to production chains, none owned and only 1 on the map, so to do any more, you are going to need to do them yourself. And we have a plethora of equipment, which is always nice. Even a dirt bike, which is very, very cool. So you can see through here, I think we're about halfway through the equipment list at this point. There's so much. It is spread out. Oh, most of those are sprayers. Well, never mind then, I guess. Here's your main starting farm. There's really not a whole lot going on with it. this is it. This entire little plot of land right here. However, we do have farms that are flanking you to the left and I believe to the right as well. There it is right here. So you can expand out not too far away and at least get more out of it. Otherwise, you do have some pretty big fields all the way around. Also, these things are numbered, like this one with 13/69 here. Things like that. You can go over here to the left and see what it is. Unfortunately, I don't know what any of that is other than the biogas right here. Got that one figured out. And as always, here are your 41 required mods. Jeez. I was kind of curious though what this map would look like without any required mods. Would it still look like a map, or is it an environment with a bunch of placeables? And it turns out we could do exactly that, because all we have to do is go into the XML files on PC and delete the required mods, or the dependencies rather. Now, I don't remember what looked like what, but I'm gonna guess there was some BGA stuff right there. Here's where some farm stuff was, but not anymore. Here was the main farm, all completely gone. Nothing, nada, zilch. Fairly empty-ish. Now there are some other stuff here too, so at least that is nice. So at least all the stuff that you see is not, I imagine there was something here. Oh me, I'm planning on in the future anything that's got just too many required mods, taking a look and seeing how truly empty the map would be without those required mods. Now, stock updates for all platforms. We have the John Deere 6030 Comfort Series. This will be version 1.1. They've added the 4-cylinder models, added new sounds for the 6-cylinder models, added control via interactive control. It's PC only, by the way. They've added several new animations, toolbox configurations, interior mirror configurations, a new 3-point linkage model, added several details, fixed the bugs, and adapted for passenger script. And your last mod today, we have an update to the Pinnacle 6x4 pack. Version 1.1, they've added automatic gearbox options, added new engine options, added new wheel options, and small fixes and improvements. And there you go. That is everything I've got for you for today. You knew SantaHam had to come and see you on Christmas Day. I hope you and your families have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, no matter what you celebrate. Hope you enjoy playing with the mods. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We will see you later. Did I just accidentally do the outro to the news video, the mod video, as SantaHam? Merry Christmas!